Lisa Copen was an active girl growing up in Cresswell, Oregon. She was close to her grandmother, who she watched live with pain.
After I was born, she started having a lot of difficulties with her feet in general, and they just broke down, and she ended up walking on pretty much her ankle bone in the way that her feet shifted. She had an incredible faith, and the Bible was her favorite book and really one of her only books.
Her grandmother's faith would prepare Lisa for her own journey with pain.
Woke up one morning and my left wrist was just frozen into place completely. That pain went from wrist to wrist, elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder.
At age 24, Lisa developed rheumatoid arthritis and later fibromyalgia, both painful chronic illnesses that can produce debilitating effects on the body. Lisa looked for a Christian perspective.
I didn't find anything, and I was shocked. And so I went from bookstore to bookstore over a period of a few weeks.
Still finding nothing, she prayed for a year, then began Rest Ministries. From her home office in Poway, Lisa sends encouragement around the world for those with chronic illness.
Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, quite a few in Canada,
Good.
a few in Africa.
Lisa works about 50 hours a week on the ministry. The rest of the time, well, that's for these guys. She's also written several books designed to encourage and strengthen those with chronic illness. The newsletter has also evolved into a subscription magazine. Lisa's ministry was reaching around the world on the internet, but a lot of people wanted a more local, more personal way to connect. So Lisa and her team developed the Hope Keepers home support groups like this one.
And the ones that we thought were nice.
It makes you feel good that you belong, but also it makes you feel good to try and pray for each other and help each other through what they're going through. Because a lot of it's emotional. I mean, they've got their physical problem, whatever it is, but then you have emotional problems with it, and it's sometimes hard to get up and see the light.
Everyone in the group either has a chronic illness or has a spouse with one. Because chronic illness is mostly invisible and growing, Lisa says the body of Christ is catching up with the need.
They're starting to understand that there are a lot of people that live with chronic illness, but there's still a big gap there. I feel disconnected from my church family, and I wonder if anybody understands.
Lisa says 1 in 3 people has some kind of chronic illness. Those affected are often grieving over what they've lost from life. They feel ashamed, sometimes embarrassed because of physical changes, and even worthless because God hasn't healed them. They often suffer alone.
Wasn't involved with the men's group anymore, quit having weekly home fellowship at home. So I think I just withdrew more because I think you're conscious of, in my situation, your hands look bad and you can't do certain things.
Addressing the spiritual battle is a big part of the ministry.
Because I know the enemy is angry with all of us because we're doing God's work.
Arm ourselves with the armor.
I feel there's a lot of people out there that would like to get involved and they're afraid to.
Never believe that you're worthless to God. That always know that no matter where you're at, even when you're in your darkest places, God can still use you.
With the armor of God in homes and online, Lisa and Rest Ministries reach out to those who hurt with the touch of Christ.
There are many days I feel lost and lonely. I turn on my computer and there sitting in my inbox is a message from Rest Ministries waiting for me. Someone out there who knows what I'm going through or what I'm feeling that day. The greatest gift that God gives us is the ability to comfort others when we ourselves have been comforted by God. So a huge thank you to Lisa for starting this ministry. Without it, I would be lost. So those are the ones that make your day.